Hey everyone, it's Tiz back here again with another video, and I've owned 3 Yamaha R3s throughout my riding career so far, and stay tuned because I'm going to explain exactly why I've owned 3 of them. I'm also going to start off with this video just apologising for the audio. You might hear some kind of like static noise in the background. That's actually rain. There's a bit of rain going on here at the moment, some hard rain outside, and I currently do not yet have a little microphone, which I intend on actually getting very soon, so bear with me with the audio on this video. Alright, so which ones have I owned so far? So I have owned my current one now. This is a 2022 Yamaha R3. I've also owned a first gen 2017 Yamaha R3 as well as a Monster Edition one, which is also a second gen one too. So exactly why have I owned 3 of them? My first Yamaha R3 was a 2017 one, and it was actually my second ever motorcycle, and I did the majority of my learning on that Yamaha R3. Here in New Zealand, where I'm currently from, is that we have a system which is when you're on your learners and on your restricted licenses. So we have 3 stages to our license. We have learners, restricted, and then your full. Your learners and restricted license, you are restricted to a LAMS motorcycle. Now, before I go any further, what is a LAMS motorcycle? So that stands for a learner approved motorcycle, and that's just the scheme we have here in New Zealand. So we are stuck to smaller CC motorcycles. For example, the MT-07 here, you can get full power output ones. However, that is for someone who would be on their full license, and a lot of the people that you see riding in the MT-07 here are on their LAMS license, so restricted learners, and they're restricted. So pretty much you won't get full power out of them. So I actually loved my first R3, and the reason I actually sold it was because it was time to upgrade. So I was going for now more powerful motorcycle, been through my LAMS, or the LAMS side of my career, which is learners and then restricted, and I was looking to upgrade to something bigger. So fast forward, been through quite a few bikes now, including a 2021 Yamaha R1, and I always seem to be drawn back to these bikes here. Primary reason being is that they're just easy to use, and they're still fun. They're so flickable, they're really lightweight, maintenance is cheap. It's just all you need. Once you've experienced kind of all the big CC motorcycles, they're great, and I still own one. I own a Yamaha FZ1, a 2006 version, but there's something about these small ones which keeps a smile on your face, because power is fun. However, it does get old after a wee while as well. By the way, one of the reasons I love these Yamaha R3s is that they're super fun on the track as well. You kind of really build up those fundamentals, which you can then transfer to a bigger bike. So for everyone watching from the States, I don't believe you have a system which restricts you or restricts the size of your motorcycle from when you first get your license. I think you can just go straight on to the big bikes. Correct me if I am wrong. Learning on one of these smaller things will build up all the necessary fundamentals that you need to know before moving on to a bigger bike. So what actually led me to then buying my Monster Edition Yamaha R3? Well, the reason I brought that is because primarily I did have a bigger bike at the time. This is once I'd moved on from my LAMS motorcycles and was delving into the bigger bikes. So I had my FZ1 and I believe it was Suzuki GSX S750 at the time, and I saw that one was released at the time, and I loved the livery, so that was a big driving factor in why I got it. So not only the livery, but I did miss my previous Yamaha R3, which is that first one I owned. So I was kind of actually itching to get back on one, just because I liked it so much. So that's the reason I brought that motorcycle. Why did I sell the Monster Energy one then? Well, at the time, I was always hopping from bike to bike to bike, and some of you guys may be able to relate out there. You kind of have good use of one for a while, and then you want the next thing to experience in the motorcycling world. I think a lot of us are guilty of that. It's hard to settle down with one bike. So the reason I sold that was purely because of that. I just wanted to try other things. I wanted to put my money towards different motorcycles. So this leads me to where I am now. So where I am now is back to this bad boy right here, another R3. Second gen one again. I didn't want to get the new gen, and quite frankly I'm not too fussed about it. It looks pretty cool, but I'm more than happy with this one. I got it for a fairly decent price as well. Now the sole reason, if you haven't watched any of my previous videos on this bike, is because I brought this to primarily commute. So I've recently moved here down in New Zealand, further down in the South Island now, and I commute every day to work, which is about a roughly 35-minute commute. And I know these things are great on fuel, and it's something I look forward to actually riding as well. So having something that's good on fuel and actually looking forward to riding, for me, are two really good combos. And you know, I don't need to be taking my FZ1 to work every day. You know, it's a bigger bike, but something small, lightweight and flickable was something I was really looking for in terms of going to work and back. Cool, so let's chat about insurance just super briefly. I currently pay, in New Zealand dollars, $29 a month to have full comprehensive, full insurance coverage on my R3 at this stage of time, which is super cheap. Now if I had a bigger bike like my previous R1 or something, that'd be cost me far more money. And remember, I got this purely for commuting, and that's to keep costs down. So that's fuel inclusive, as well as the insurance. All right, and maintenance wise, so I cover a minimum of 450 Ks a week, so 450 kilometers. And I need to have something that's not going to be costing an arm and a leg in terms of maintenance. So chain adjustment is easy. Chains aren't too expensive for this thing. Also frequent oil changes as well, every 5,000 Ks. So overall it's just cheaper to maintain and get parts for it when required. So actually talking about that too, this thing is due a new chain and sprocket set pretty much very shortly, and probably in the not too far distant future, a new set of tyres as well. So they're all factors weighing into why I also I got another R3. So yes, I sound like an absolute fanboy of these motorcycles, and that is because I am. I truly do love these things. They're not the flashiest, coolest, newest tech kind of motorcycles out there, but they always put a smile on my face, and they do the job, and that's why I have now owned 3 of them. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It will seriously help me out, help this channel grow, and I can provide some more content. Also looking to do some riding videos as well, and bring you guys on board with that. So until the next video, I'll catch you guys again shortly.